Hello, everyone. Om Namah Shivaya. This is Brett, your favorite YouTuber, on his other channel. And yes, hopefully you saw one of the messages that I left, many messages yesterday saying that if you don't come over and subscribe to this channel, you'll not get to see the lives anymore, because I got to do only like big view videos on the main channel. But in any case, tonight I would like to tell you the story of the happy homeless woman. And basically, I've not written this story. It's just a story that I can make up as I go. So I was thinking about this woman, right? That she's living in a homeless shelter. And she's so happy because she's just sitting there on her cot. And she doesn't have to do any housework. She doesn't have to pay any bills. She's not worried about that man coming home to her that she doesn't really like anymore, that she's been married to for 30 years. And so she's just kind of happy as a pig in you know what. Even though she's homeless and she's at this shelter, and there are other homeless people around her, and each of them has a story, right? And so she sits around and just BS's with people all day, talking about where she's been and what she's done and this and that. But basically, what happened is that when she was young, well, for her whole childhood, she was taught that what she needed to do was get married, and later on she learned that what she needed to do was to be successful was to go to college. She needed to have children, she needed to have a house, she needed to have all these different things, furniture, all kinds of possessions, and a grassy yard and 2 dogs, and all of these things, right? And so for her whole lifetime, she just tried to get all of these things, and money, you know money, money, money. We need money. From the very beginning, that was her focus. She wanted to meet a man that was successful, meaning that he could get a good job that was lucrative. Does this sound familiar to you? It should, because it's really kind of the story for all of America. It's been the story. It's a woman's story. It's a man's story. And so she did all of that. And she went to church too. And she read her Bible. And she was told that Jesus loved her. And she was like, yeah, I think Jesus loves me. But she never did a lot for her health. And she ate a lot of ice cream and donuts and cake for her birthday. And she made dinners with turkey, mass-produced turkey and stuff. She got into debt. She started to get illnesses. And she had insurance, so she went to what everyone said was the thing to do: go to the doctor, right? And so he gave her prescription drugs, and that just made her irritable. And her relationship with her husband gradually went downhill more and more and more, because she was sick of this person. They were sick of each other. They'd been together forever. They knew each other. They loved each other. But at the same time, they were sick of each other. And so everything, mentally, physically, spiritually, and emotionally, went downhill, because her focus was on all of those things. that society told her was important. She had too many children because she didn't educate herself on natural birth control. Once she got on the pill, that just made her unhealthier. Is that a word? It is now, because that's what happened. She got more unhealthy, and antibiotics didn't help either. And now they've proven that that makes you unhealthy too. Look it up. Okay. So the stress from the student loan, she ended up going back to school and ended up borrowing all of this money for a student loan. And she never even used her degree. She had this thing hanging on the wall, and she was proud of herself because she made it through learning about all of these things that didn't matter anymore, that she didn't actually use to do anything to improve the world or her own life or anything other than she succeeded in something. Was it worth $150,000 and all that stress? So what ended up happening was she got a divorce. She lost practically everything. Her house burned down because she wasn't paying attention one day and the Christmas tree caught on fire. So she lost everything basically. And her husband didn't have anything left either because the whole bank account also got drained by medical expenses. Okay. So that's how she ended up homeless. But now she's in the homeless shelter. She doesn't have any more stress. She doesn't once again have the husband coming home to her anymore. He died. And so basically, she thinks back to herself, if I'd only done it differently. Why did I buy into society? Why did I buy into all of that gunk? And it's just because I guess she was a sheep. She was one of the sheep following along with the herd. so, so in any case, I hope that somebody watches this video and gets a clue. Even if you did all these things, right? You may not have ended up in such bad shape as this woman, this unnamed woman, right? But you realize that what I'm telling you is pretty much Nat's, you know what, perfect, exactly how it is for a lot of people anyway. And so, yeah, you could give me a thumbs up, write a comment in the chat box, and hope that you are well.